So how was your week with love in the air? Mine was edifying, to say the least. It's strange, the things that trigger, the catalyst that trigger emotions in people. My week started out with my computer going down. I had no idea what was going on. Every time I try to do this next Babylon video, all hell seems to break loose around me. And I've kept shelving it. And I finally had the time to sit down and actually do it. And it took me a while to figure out what was going on. At least I didn't lose any of my data, but my power core went down in my computer. Luckily, I had 2 backups, old for parts, and one of them did fit. The mountings were all wrong, so it's kind of just rigged in there. But it took me 4 days, but I've got it diagnosed, fixed, and back working. And I'm happy with it. I think everything's going to be all right. I've tested it. I thought Kelly was having a seizure in the backyard, and I was standing at the window, and I took out across the yard, just running, barefooted, and I got at least 100 stickers in my feet. I feel like some of them are still in there. The bottom of my feet, or my soles, are very tender. And right on top of this is all happening at the same time, in the same couple of days. We've had storm after storm, every day a shower, which has Kelly off kilter completely. And I think that's what happened with me, is we got a little power surge and it blew my core. And so the first sunny day we had, my brother went out, which was the next day after those 2 events, to mow the yard, try to get it mowed before more rain came. And he had a heat stroke. He come in the back door. Again, I'm in the kitchen. And he's just red. Just overheated red. And he walked over to the fridge to get him some water, and just within a few seconds, he turned sheet white. I knew what was fixing to happen. I've seen that before. When you spend over 60 years on the earth, you see a lot of stuff. And I knew he was going to hit the floor. I just didn't want him to crack his head open or hurt anything. I knew I couldn't catch him. He's over twice my weight, twice my size. All I could do was minimize the damage. So everything just piled upon me at once. And out of the blue, of course, he's not going to the doctor. Neither one of us will, really. There was no need of me arguing with him about it, because he wasn't going to do it. No meant no. And I don't blame him. Anyway, out of the blue, my neighbor just decided to come over and check on me. And, of course, I have no internet. Her grandson offered me his tablet, which would really do me no good. I can't work on that. And, but she has been so nice to me. She, waited for her son to get home, and she took her grandson with her and went to the store for me to get water and some electrolytes, Gatorade and stuff for my brother. And she's checked on me every day. She's been so nice to me. And she told me that all of her family was gone but her son and 2 grandsons, and that I was like her sister. So she's kind of adopted me in a way. And I've tried to be good to her since I've been here, to be a good neighbor. But she kind of got a little emotional with me, and it was very nice. So through all the tragedy of it all, we bonded in a much stronger way, which I'm glad. We need to have that type of neighborly affection. You need to be close with your neighbors, especially if something happens. And I just lived through that this week. She's older than me. She's in her 70s. She gets around a lot better than I do. She's better in shape physically than I am. But she's a complete sweetheart. Anyway, jumping into stellarium in this week and what all's going on. And because soon we're going to have Jupiter move over into Cancer with Venus. They're going to go together. But here, let me pull up a timeline here, because I want to make Venus move forward to when we're going to conjunct Jupiter. And this will be on the 10th, right before the 11th. How ironic. Right after midnight on the 10th, we're going to have what I call the desires of the heart. When you have your heart over Jupiter. And then again, Mercury's still there, the messenger. The messenger is the message this time. And of course, the constellation of the heart, the grounded heart. Our hearts are torn between heaven, Libra, and earth, Taurus. So we have the power of the sun here. Our emotions still in that root chakra of fire. Again, it's either purification or it's going to burn you to ashes. It'll burn you down to nothing. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening to me. I'm getting the burn you down to nothing. Every time I think I'm getting a step ahead, I fall several feet behind. I literally missed 3.5 days of work over this crap. Saturn still in Pisces, and that moon is going to conjunct that day. So we're going to have a Venus-Jupiter conjunction, desires of the heart, with the intuition and the crown chakra in water. All of it on the mutable cross. All of it aspecting each other. All of it in play. This is very spiritual and etheric in Pisces. And this is very physical and worldly in Gemini, in air. It's like playing both cards at the same time, which is exactly what my week has been. It's been tragedy, and then it's been, for lack of a better word, a blessing. Great favor. Great. So I'm seeing both play out. And this Mars here seems to be the driving force between the two. It's like that rod of iron. This is almost like you're looking at a Chi-Rho with the mutable cross, and then Mars sitting right there. He's the power player because he's on the cardinal cross. This is where the change happens in the intuition and the crown and the heart and the desires of this world. Lower chakra, Jupiter. The desires of the heart. And the sun and the sign of favor. The sun loves being in Taurus. All the planets do. With our conscious mind. I'm so glad Uranus is still here. And as long as Uranus is still here, we're still going to feel the unstable economic situation, which is, again, what I'm struggling with and what most people in the world are struggling with, till we get what they call the new money or the new economic system coming in, which will come in when Uranus moves into Gemini. We've talked about that. This is where we have to learn new ways of making money, new ways of spending money, new ways of saving money, and new ways of thinking about money, how we actually think about it. Because they tell you money is time. Money is energy. Everything here going on with this dynamic of everything playing out on the world stage is truly all about energy. Because we're all plugged in. It's energy wars. We're feeling them at home. Our utilities are going up because of these damn data centers. we're having to fight for the right to even have utilities in some countries right now. They're still doing the rolling blackouts across different countries in Africa. And with what's going on in the Middle East, you have the oil wars again, energy. And that's what they want to control. All about governing the mind, the governments. They want to control your output, and that's your energy. It's the energy that here, let me do it. I actually can do it on this one. I'm using my old one. The inner, N-E-R, the energy, or the inner seven, the seven chakras. Your endocrine system in your body. That's what they want to control. Right now, the power player is stable on that fixed cross. But there's so much mutable right now. There are 6 planets that are mutable. And that means change. That means transmutation, transformation. This is all being done to bring about change in our lives and change about consciousness. And to me, I feel it coming to an apex. For me, it's been going on for a full year now. It started with an air conditioner going down, my vacuum going out, my microwave, my dryer, my vehicle. Just one thing after another kept breaking down. And it's like it's taking it all away from me. I feel that heavy Saturn, less is more. We're just going to take everything from you. And that's what it's been doing. And no matter how hard I try, as soon as I think I'm getting to zero again and out of the red, boom, it hits and I fall back behind. That shrinkage, Saturn, is happening. And nothing's going to stop it. It's going to take everything away that needs to be taken away. It's just going to do it. And I seem to be being stripped down to nothing, and regardless of what I do, it's unstoppable. I can just see it coming. That I know I'm going to have to move soon. I don't know how, where, or why, but apparently that's in the cards for me, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. It's just a matter of time, whether it's a few months or even a year. It can't last much longer. My landlord's even threatening to go up on the rent again. And I know he wants us in these houses, he wants us all out, because he's found out he can double the amount of money he gets from the tribe if he rents to them instead of to just the general public. And that he'll get that check every month. It's kind of like HUD. It's Native American housing. And when they don't have somewhere to put them, they'll rent from a local landlord. Anyway, and he's getting old. My landlord's getting very old. Hopefully his son will take over soon and it'll be easier to deal with. But he just thinks about money. It's just about money to him. Anyway, let me wrap this up. My 15 minutes are running out. Y'all know what to do. Commit your random acts of kindness. I've been trying to be extra kind to my neighbor in the past few years so that I'll walk the talk. And today, or this week rather, it has really, especially today, but this week, it has been really nice. An extra bond. A true love, affection, a sisterly bond that not only I needed, but she needed too. And it was nice to be there for each other. Alright, if my channel's helped you, won't you please help me keep it coming to you for as long as I can remain here. I don't know how much longer that might be. But as long as I got power and the internet's on, I'll keep trying to make videos.